Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Streely, and I got a video for you. Now, before I get into the topic at hand here, I just wanted to say that, if you are someone who is easily offended by foul, explicit language, you probably should not watch this video and should click the back button right about now. But, for those of you who do not know, the upcoming issue of Rolling Stone magazine will be featuring the Boston Bomber right on the front cover, and people are mad about this. People are having an uproar, they're outraged, people are straight up pissed that they're doing this, and you know what? Rightfully so. This is a terrorist we're talking about here, okay? And he's just being plastered on the front cover of a magazine as if he's some sort of rock star or movie star or the celebrity, you know, and they couldn't have picked a more photogenic looking picture of him. They picked this, you know, they could have easily used a mugshot or something, but they picked this really photogenic looking photo of him as if he is a celebrity or something. And I feel like it really rubs salt in the wounds of those who have been affected by the bombing. But, so I get the outrage, but then again, I kind of understand why Rolling Stone did this. And in fact, I totally get it. From a business standpoint, I totally get it. You know, put a terrorist right on the cover of your magazine, catches people's attention, catches their eye. They buy it, you make profit. You know, from a business standpoint, economically, I totally get it. It makes sense. And this isn't the first time that something like this has happened. Years ago, well, decades even, Rolling Stone had Charles Manson on the front cover of their magazine. And, Times magazine had Osama bin Laden on their front cover. So this isn't the first time that a supposedly evil figure has been featured on the front cover of a major magazine, but I can totally get the outrage here. Now, before I jump on a bandwagon and continue to rant and say how horrible, evil, disgusting, immoral, and unethical it is that Rolling Stone magazine is having a terrorist on their front cover, I just want to say that, you know what? Maybe it isn't glorifying terrorism. Yes, it has him on the front cover as if he's a fucking celebrity, but you know what? Maybe it isn't glorifying terrorism. Maybe it's talking about how evil he was and how fucked up in the head he was. Maybe we should wait and hold off on judging it. Maybe we should wait till the issue actually comes out, buy it, read it, really analyze the content of the magazine, and determine whether or not it glorifies terrorism. That being said, when I took a good look at the cover itself, I found a few things that already bugged me. Let's read the caption. The Bomber. How a popular, promising student was failed by his family, fell into radical Islam, and became a monster. Now, just to get this over with, fell into radical Islam. I feel like that really reinforces the stereotype that all Islamic people are fucking maniacs and crazy terrorists that are out to get you. Not all Islamic people are terrorists. There's a good majority of Islamic people that are really peaceful people. Okay, they're not all fucking crazy maniacs. They're out to blow you up. You know, no. Okay, I feel like it really feeds into that stereotype. And it just doesn't sound right either. Fell into radical Islam. Like, what would you say if someone fell into radical Christianity? You know, would they be going out, throwing stones at all their atheist friends, or going on fucking crusades and plundering and pillaging villages of those who don't believe in God? Like, it just doesn't sound right to me, you know? But there's that. But the part that really bothers me about the caption says, was failed by his family. Okay. It's as if they're painting him as some sort of victim here, as if they're victimizing him here. Guys, he is a terrorist. He's committed murder. This is a terrorist we're talking about here. Okay? There is no justification for this. I don't understand how anyone can sympathize him. I'm not saying they are, but that caption really implies that they are. And I'm not talking about the magazine specifically. I'm talking about people in general. This guy, I'm not going to even dare try to pronounce his fucking name. I'm just going to call him the Bomber or the terrorist with it. But there are people out there that sympathize with this guy. You know, this guy has a cult following. He is actually some sort of a cult hero. There are people that idolize him. And I don't understand. There are idiots out there that either they idolize him or they actually sympathize for him, as if they somehow make him out to be the victim here. And I feel like this magazine is really gonna encourage that or feed into that. You know, this is a terrorist we're talking about here. Okay, this is a guy who knowingly committed the act of murder. There is no justification for that. There's no justification for terrorism. And there are idiots out there that actually sympathize for him, that they somehow make it seem like he's the victim. What about all the people that he killed? What about the people he killed? What about the people that he injured? What about all the people that have been affected by the evil actions of this maniac? Aren't they the victims here? What about them? But no one cares about them. It's all about the bomber, this crazy fucking maniac. He is somehow the victim in all this. You know, whether his family failed him and all this bullshit, all his brother influenced him. I don't care how much his brother influenced him. He knowingly built a bomb and he used it to kill people. And he did kill people. And he injured a whole lot of other people. I have no sympathy for someone who does that. There is no justification for murder. Well, unless it was in self-defense, but that's a whole nother story that we don't need to cover right now. But anywho, but yeah, this guy has a cult following. And this guy actually has fangirls. There are actually girls dumb enough out there to defend him solely because he's cute. You know, as comparing like he's a Jonas brother or something. Like, oh, he's too cute. He can't possibly be that evil. He's too cute. Or all this bullshit. That just proves there are actually girls out there that are dumb enough to defend anything that gets them wet. Okay? But I just don't get it. I really don't get it. You know, and people, they sympathize with him and they blame his family and all that. I feel like it really feeds into the mentality that people cannot take credibility for their own actions. You know, I feel like it's like the whole, shh, no, it's okay. It's not your fault. Don't worry. It's not your fault that this happened. It's their fault. It's their fault. Your family's fault. It's your friend's fault. It's not your fault. It's okay. Let's just wipe your ass for you and blame everything else around you other than you. You know, and that really pisses me off about society these days. They'll look for anything else to blame but themselves or but the person that is solely responsible. They'll look for anything. They'll look for anything and everything else to blame, to label, to exploit, other than the person solely responsible. You know, whether it's family or racism or bullying and all this other bullshit. You know, whether it's, this isn't the only time this has happened. Plenty other countless occasions where a little kid will like shoot up a school or kill somebody or whatever, and they'll blame his parents, they'll blame the video games, they'll blame music and all that garbage. You know, if a guy is playing the really violent video game and they go out shooting up a school, he was already fucked in the head to begin with. He was already a fucking psycho to begin with to go out and kill people. Alright? You know, I'm so sick of it, especially with the media. We all know how fucked up the media is, but people will always look up for something to label and to exploit and to make excuses for other people's actions or their own actions. They always have to find excuses instead of taking full credibility for their own actions or someone else's actions. Like, I've been playing violent video games for years. I've been watching violent movies for years. I love rock music. Okay? I haven't killed anyone. I haven't gone out and killed a single person. Okay? And I don't plan to anytime soon. You know how many virtual people I've slaughtered, though? Plenty. In video games, I have slaughtered many virtual people. A lot of them innocent, too. But I haven't killed a single person in reality. Nor do I plan to, either. Oh man, I'm just I'm sick of it. You know, it's not just with this. It's not just Rolling Stone doing this. People in general, that people will they'll find any way to sympathize with a monster. They'll find all these excuses for other people's actions. They People cannot man up and take responsibility. It's always an excuse. It's always someone else's fault. You know what? Maybe the magazine will come out. You know, back to the magazine now. Maybe it'll come out. Maybe the issue will come out. We'll read it. And maybe it won't glorify terrorism. Or maybe it won't sympathize with him. But the caption really does imply that that's not the case. And the way people today are, it doesn't help either. You know, I think that's about all I have to say. Basically, this is what we've come to, people. This is what we've come to here in America. This is what's wrong with our nation. We are sympathizing and glorifying the very same people that destroy us. That's not good. Okay? It's not good. Alright. I think I'm about done here. Alright, that's about all I had to say. Streely saying, peace out everybody, you all take care and have a good day.